This is the 2023 Subaru Outback. The Outback received a refresh for 2023. So today I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into those changes. I'm gonna test the acceleration. We're gonna talk about the fuel economy. I'm gonna do some mile off-roading. Welcome to the Torq Media channel. On the road of this Outback, we can find a 4-cylinder boxer engine of 2.4 liter turbo, good for 260 horsepower, 277 foot-pounds of torque. This engine is matched to a CVT transmission. No major changes under the hood of this Outback. We've got the turbo engine this week under the hood because this is a Premier XT model. So I'm gonna go on the road and test this Outback. All right, I'm gonna test the acceleration with the Subaru Outback. We've got the 2.4 liter turbo, so a bit more powerful than the base engine. We'll see what this thing's got. CVT transmission. Not bad. All right, you can do the 0 to 100 kilometers in about 6.1 seconds, 0 to 60 miles an hour under 6 seconds, so 5.9 around that. Huge difference between the turbo and non-turbo engine. So if you care about the performance, you should definitely get the bigger engine. On the road with the Subaru Outback this week, you know, driving wise, there's no major upgrade compared to the 2022 model. It's such a nice car to drive on a daily basis. Comfortable, decent handling, off-road capacities and all that. You can push it down the curve with the symmetric all-wheel drive system. It's a really nice drive and doesn't drive like your typical SUV. You're still inside of a car, a wagon. You know, it's different from the competition. This is why it's still in the top 3 top purchase in this SUV segment, even if it's not a real SUV. It's really fun to drive on a daily basis, especially if you live where I live here in Canada. We've got rough roads, winter conditions, we've got gravel roads and all that. It's a big plus to have this all-wheel drive system, having that long travel suspension and all that. It's always a big plus. On top of that, because this week I'm driving the Premier XT model, we've got the X mode. So it kind of raised the off-road capacities of this Subaru. Not as much as the Wilderness model, but still you've got the X mode. I've been trying this mode this week in some deep snow. At first it was working well, but there's so much, you know, safety stuff inside of these Subaru. I almost got stuck because of the safety stuff. You know, the Subaru was kind of like warning me and applying the brakes, because when I was trying to go in reverse, it was noticing some snow. It thought it was something. You know, in this case, you know, I thought, you know, by pressing the X mode, it would turn off pretty much all the safety feature to do some off-roading. But in that case, you know, I was glad I was not in some real deep snow, I could say. Because of those safety stuff, I could have been stuck there. This week I was turning off every safety stuff. I think of myself, I'm an advanced driver. I don't need all those safety stuff. I kind of feel it's kind of annoying. If you're a beginner or if you're nervous driving on the road, all these features are fantastic for you. You've got the upgraded high side, it's gonna bring even more safety down the road. But for me, I'm putting everything off because it's quite annoying. Feature-wise, the Outback received a mid-cycle refresh for 2023. So new front bumper, larger grille, new headlights. Those are LED lights now. New fog lights also. Pretty much everything is new in the front. The rest of the Outback, we've got more rugged, bigger plastic all around. I like it, you know, especially once again if you live in country roads, rough roads where I live, having more protection is always a plus. So that's pretty much all the update for the exterior of the Outback. Not a huge upgrade, but at least some more aggressive line in the front. If we step inside of the Outback, pretty much the same as last year, but the big change is the screen. We've got an 11.6 inches screen, and they removed the top screen. Before, we could find 2 screens, and the one on the top, it was not really necessary to have that second screen on top, so now everything is integrated to that screen. Once you've got that screen, you've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless. You got also a wireless charger for your phone. Otherwise, the Outback is really comfortable. Big seat, I like those seats, and you know, the interior of the Outback is really spacious. Even if you have a big baby seat in the back, there's still plenty of space for a passenger seat in the front. That's a big plus. It's really friendly to use on a daily basis with your family. Plenty of space in the back, plenty of space in the cargo area. It's really spacious. I like it, you know, with that carpet and the entrance of that cargo space, that trunk. It's large enough and it's lower to the ground, not higher like the typical SUV you can find on the market. So that's a big plus, and these little things make a big change on the daily use of this Outback. Also, something new you can find for the Outback for 2023, we've got the camera who's gonna be projected in the mirror. So if your cargo space is full all the way to the top, you're still able to see what's going on in the back. So that's a nice add for 2023. On the towing side, you can tow up to 3,500 pounds with the Outback. If we're looking at the fuel economy this week, I was averaging 11.5 liters per 100 kilometers. This is kind of thirsty for what it is. You know, it's not a real SUV, but still, this is really the sacrifice you have to make to have this awesome symmetric all-wheel drive system who's working full-time. It's a little bit more thirsty. It's not the most fuel efficient car in this segment, so you have to keep in mind with this engine, with this configuration, all that, it's quite thirsty compared to the competition. Price-wise, the Subaru Outback 2023 starts just over $35,000 Canadian, and the model I'm driving this week, it's good just for under $49,000. You know, you've got a good car for the price. It's still one of the top purchase for this segment. It's a solid choice. And also, if you don't like SUVs and you like, you know, more like a wagon and all that, that's pretty much one of the only choice you get for that price, with that quality, with this all-wheel drive system and all that. So it's always a good choice to choose the Outback. So let me know in the comments what you think about the Outback Premium XT. Do you think it's one of the best in its segment, or you think about something else, another SUV you think it's way better than the Outback? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and we're gonna see each other on the next review.